Let's go.
What?
I said you lead.
Why do I lead?
Because I said you lead.
I always lead.
Yeah, you're a natural born leader. The rest of us are just sniveling young girls who need a big white man to lead us into victory.
What?
And we started with misogyny. Welcome to the DubHub podcast. Let's go around the room. I'm Gale Harvest. I do things with the Minecrafts. Nick, since you're left on my screen.
Okay, I am WolfoxGaming on YouTube, and I do also things in Minecraft to copy Gale.
Is that it? You don't do anything else on your YouTube channel?
I have a Starbound series currently with ZeroHour and Walter, which would be ProGig, and it's kind of entertaining. Go ahead and check that out. Daniel, would you like to go ahead?
What Nick said. It's his fault for everything. Just remember that.
Nick's fault.
I'm Walter, and
Yep, go. Go, Walter.
tell who's talking in playing game.
The only one of us playing a game.
Yes.
No.
No. No.
No?
Joe is also playing game.
Why is Joe
Game.
so quiet?
The question is why all of you aren't playing a game.
Terra's not saying anything.
Alright. So, Walter, what do you do?
I do a bunch of different stuff. My channel started out because I did a little tutorial video for something I came up with, and I kind of thought I should share it around on the Reddit.
Oh, no.
And it kind of took off from there, and I've done a bit of Skyrim, a single-player LP. I do videos on the DubHub server. Currently doing a Starbound server with Starbound multiplayer with Nick and Daniel. That's just about it.
Alrighty then. Joe, since you're right there.
Am I?
Yes. Are you
I'm
participating?
over here though. I'm like 10 meters away.
Just
I'm not directly right here.
just
Okay.
go.
So, hi, my name is Joe. My channel is pretty much new. All I've done so far is Minecraft, so that's pretty much useless to everybody. I plan to do bits and pieces on it. You'll see that coming. I like potatoes, I suppose.
No, you don't.
That need to be pointed out. Yeah, that's it.
Terra, since you're the only girl in this, go ahead.
I'm Terra, and I'm doing TN Gaming, and I've yet to do a video. I plan to do Minecraft minigames, demos, and the checkers whenever we get to doing that.
Alright.
And yeah, I'm the only girl on the server.
Don't worry. The sexist behavior will stop eventually.
Eventually.
Yeah, when you grow a penis, probably.
That's a whole different story.
We just went into that weird part of YouTube again. Yeah. Okay, so I think that's 6 of us out of there's 8 of us, I believe.
5 minutes and we're already having to apologize to viewers.
We had to apologize with the intro.
Start out a podcast.
Well, that's 6 of the 8 of us. The other 2 are not here.
Subscribers.
Don't worry, they're just as bad as us.
Maybe.
Alright, so now let's talk about what we've been up to on the server. As I'm sure you all know, I have been hiding. I haven't been doing a whole lot. I'm working on setting up my castle and stuff like that. So once I finish that, I will attempt to ravage all of your innards. I mean houses.
Oh, are you sure you don't mean innards?
I could mean innards.
Are you
It's possible.
Positive you don't mean innards.
I'm pretty sure I don't mean innards,
He does.
but I could.
Me,
I could mean
genitalia,
innards.
actually.
Well, there's that too.
Well, okay, that's great for you, Gale. What I'm up to is moving the Nether hub back downstairs, as we had cut a hole in the bedrock in the ceiling of the Nether and decided to put all our Nether portals up there.
And it didn't work.
Yep, those didn't register properly, and it was a big headache for me and Daniel. And we had to move them
What
all
did we
back
spend,
down.
like 5 hours on that?
We spent more than that, considering we still have yet to put all the ice in, which we are putting ice.
And we still have half the hub sitting on top of the Nether.
Yeah. it's just a big pain for us, and it'd be great if we had some help from some other users. But yeah.
Yeah.
So Walter, what are you up to?
Well, honestly, I'd like to be up to a lot more than I am, but I've been having recording problems with Minecraft in general lately. But when I get back, I do plan to do a bit of working on some public farms for everybody to use. I'm currently a little bit worried about the upcoming update, breaking iron golem farms, but more on that later.
All right, Joe.
Well,
Or Daniel.
in my last episode, it was covered that I have moved out of that plain farm that I was living in, and I have now moved into a mesa, which is, I think, like 1,000 blocks away. So that's going to be interesting, and I have a big project planned for that.
All right, Joe.
Me, my plans. Oh, so as everybody knows, I have my pub, my glorious, glorious pub that is overly Irish. I also have another quite large project which is going to be placed about 1,000 blocks from spawn in this really nice valley I found with mountains around it. And there I plan on building a city of sorts, and close to it, a kind of village.
All right, Terra.
I've just been building on the server, and I've just done the inside of a hotel, which everybody will get their own specialized room. But waiting for the new update to do the actual decorating with the new pretty 1.8 blocks.
They're not that pretty, but I like what you're thinking. Now, is there anything else you want to discuss about your things that you're doing on the server or have been doing?
I think I'm good. Most of my stuff is on postpone until I get all these weird issues figured out.
Yeah, perhaps. There's
I refuse to use that program.
I suppose you could refuse if you wanted to. Let's see. If nobody knows yet, and I'm sure you all do, you're all welcome to tear down my stuff if you want to, or move in, or do whatever the hell you want with the stuff that I left at spawn.
I stole like 10 stacks of wood from your old place. And
That's
all
fine.
the
For
lapis
admitting
as
it.
I totally forgot to bring my
Speaking
enchanting
about
table.
Yeah, okay.
What's up?
Speaking about stealing things, one of our old friends just contacted us, and he could be getting back in, but we have to discuss some terms with him, which would be E-Man, which is mind not blowing in your mic.
Oh gosh, what just happened?
I don't know.
Terra, what have we told you about doing things near your mic?
My
No.
mic?
No, really, who is that? I think that's
just had a
Daniel.
drink.
No.
Daniel, are you bleeding out your eyes
What
again?
about you?
What?
There was a lot of noise. Anyway, so we don't have any new server or applications on the server. If somebody watching this wishes to join, put in an application. We'll check you out. All right, so
In both senses of the word.
oh yes, we do encourage females because we have Terra, and I'm sure she's lonely, and our other female quit because she was 12. But all players are welcome, sort of, if we
Are
approve
you
of you.
serious right now? Just
What?
because my boobs are only A cup, you're classifying me as a man?
Yes.
Yep.
Are there any arguments with that? Joe is a man.
Nope.
Okay, cool.
Joe is definitely a man.
He's a guy.
I think we all
Sorry,
know that.
Josephina.
Actually, Terra, you would have the most connection with Joe. What is he?
He's I don't know what Joe is.
He's an it.
No
We'll leave
one
it at
knows.
that.
See, the only person here who could hope to comprehend what Joe is totally clueless as to what Joe is.
Yeah,
There you go.
I'd say we've officially lost him
And
as
that's
a
Joe.
reliable member of the gender subsets. You are now classified as an it, and that's good enough for us.
Walter, I have a question specifically for you, and I'm pretty sure people will be wondering this as well. With the new villager breeding, or mechanics there. Is that going to be a problem for villager farms or golem
Okay,
farms?
so as far as villager breeding goes, it's going to be a lot more difficult now. Infinite villager breeders are totally gone. There will be no hope of ever seeing another one as of 1.8 being released. So on the topic of iron golem farms, it's going to make them a lot harder to make because getting a hold of the villagers is going to become a lot more difficult. As far as iron golems go, from what I've seen, they're still working. The standard iron golem farm design that's been around for a long time works just perfectly. Nothing's wrong with it. However, more complex designs like Tango Tech's Iron Foundry and the Iron Trench, they still work as of the current snapshot, but they cause a lot of lag for no discernible reason. So we'll see how that goes.
Okay, well, I'm glad that you haven't constructed the Iron Golem farm yet, because that would be a serious problem when we move the server over to 1.8.
I'm almost worried that I should get the Iron Golem farm made now and then be ready to disable it as 1.8 comes out, just so we have the iron capped up until Iron Golem farms are a thing again.
That's
Well,
all
the thing is,
depends.
they're probably still working on those mechanics since it's only like the first snapshot.
Honestly, I would be very happy if they just dropped all the changes they've made to villagers.
Yeah,
I just don't see
I
that
agree with
happening.
that one.
Oh, however, good news with the new villagers. They've all been split down into subclasses that are much more specific about what they sell. And our old friend, the priest, is now only comes in one subdivision called the cleric, and he buys a lot of different mob drops. So like he's been seen to buy ender pearls and rotten flesh.
That's not a lot. That's 2.
I only listed off a couple, but he buys some things that you
No,
could
that's
get
the entire
a lot
list.
of profit out of your mob farms from. The rotten flesh trades generally run like 35 to 45 for an emerald, and ender pearls. If you have an enderman grinder, this isn't anything. They run at like 4 ender pearls will get you an emerald, so it's kind of useful.
Yeah, but we can't do infinite trading anymore, so after a couple of uses it'll go away, and then we'll have to get another cleric.
Well, you can't do infinite trading. However, with clerics having mostly useful trades, all we have to do is trade with them like we would a normal villager, and everything will be okay.
Yeah. But the problem is, once he loses that trade, if that's still a feature, I don't know, I don't keep up on villagers. But last I heard, after you trade with them like 5 or 6 times, they lose the trade, and after that, you have to get a new villager for that trade.
They don't quite lose a trade. They never have. Basically, that trade locks up after 4 or 5 trades of it until you do a few other trades, and then you can use that trade once more.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I also, to go back to plans of what we're going to do on the server, I am designing a relatively modern style house that I'll probably put at spawn, but usually probably maybe on a riverbank or something. But I'm planning to do a relatively medium-sized modern house.
All right. Talking about the snapshot, I've played around with it and the stone variants a little bit, and from what I can tell, they generate as annoyingly as granite, or not, gravel.
Gravel.
That one. They generate annoyingly like gravel, and so they'll be kind of... They're more spawning like ores than they are part of the generation. I was hoping we'd have like layers or whatever, which are kind of varied, but we don't. We get gravel style generation, and they act exactly like stone. So they're really nothing special, and I don't like them, but I'll probably swap out the texture with something else and something like that. You guys have any plans for the new blocks? I know Terra had plans in her hotel, but...
I just want
am in love with the andesite. I'm going to make miles and miles and miles of roads out of andesite.
I'm just glad we have another stone block, actually.
I was looking forward to another white block because, well, quartz is a little bit difficult to obtain. I mean, you can get a lot of it, but...
And it's kind of a beigey,
And
a little bit of a beige into it.
it's tiled as well. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
it's not. There's no fluid white block other than snow or wool.
Well, snow's not really that white, actually. If you look at the texture and you're not on, like, full brightness, you can see that there's mostly blue.
Right.
So it's not really good for white.
Yeah.
And then wool is, of course, all black and gray looking, and it's kind of dirty. So you can't really use that well either.
That and the material feels weird.
And stained clay didn't really bring us a nice, consistent, smooth white.
Oh, it's
so
like
really, we kind of don't have any consistent white. So
Yeah, that's the thing. That's
Well, is there any
about.
really consistent white anything in the real world that isn't painted?
Yes.
snow.
Eggs.
Not really. Well, eggs are interesting, but they have texture. But is there a building
White.
material that's made out of white stuff? That's
drywall,
Marble,
Drywall, stucco.
Yeah.
well-treated marble.
painted wooden planks.
All right. So here's what we do: we get a crafting recipe that mixes gravel and sand and dirt, and we make
I'm
fucking
still waiting for them to add
drywall.
stucco.
Stucco.
Yes.
That's what I was hoping for one point. It was more building blocks because it's
Yeah, I
kind
want
of
to see
difficult
some.
to vary.
Yeah, I want to see some less natural building blocks added to the game.
More man-made.
Terra,
Yeah,
speak.
like,
Don't type.
even stone bricks kind of still have a naturey feel to them because they're just, stone.
Bath salts. I don't know if we want to do bath salts. Sounds like
Yeah.
a bad idea.
Or Marlboro.
I mean, Gale already eats people's faces off. I mean, we don't want...
Yeah, then I'll start eating their livers, and I'll eat too many livers. I'll get vitamin A poisoning. It'll be terrible.
No, I just think the marble bricks, the basalt bricks, are pretty good for building.
Yeah, they are pretty good looking. Mostly what I want to see coming out of Minecraft is, like what they said, more building blocks. Yeah, I can't talk today. I was really liking the Terraria things where you could just get infinite amounts, or well, not infinite amounts, but ridiculous amounts of things that only used for building, just because they look nice.
Yeah.
I want like a solid black block too. That's something we're missing, because obsidian looks hideous. Just absolutely
Coal is kinda
trashy.
nice, but it's really expensive.
I would like asphalt.
Yeah,
that
something
would be
like
cool.
that. Joe, any comments about the new blocks or blocks that you might want? Joe?
I think Joe's dead.
All
Yeah,
right.
he's dead. Too
Okay.
much beer.
Oh, well then.
Nobody talked about the slime block.
We're getting to
I
that.
talked about the slime block.
All right. Now, slime block, since I was literally about to bring it up.
Yeah.
Daniel. You're trying to communicate
Yes.
again. Anyway.
Oh, oh. Okay.
Okay.
Anyways, what was I gonna say?
All right, slime blocks. I personally think they're gimmicky and stupid, but if they open the way to gravity pistons, I'm all right with that.
Well, the thing is, they can be used for horses too. Like, and they totally negate falling damage. But the thing is, there's a lot of bugs with them right now, because of their texture. Because they still haven't fixed the transparency bug. So if you like put slime blocks underwater, you'll see like that ice tile bug. If you remember that,
Yeah.
you can see the chunks. Yeah, that's starting to happen, kind of.
Well, there's all sorts of
It can be
things.
useful.
I'm hoping that we can see some really good transportation options coming out of them.
They do seem to allow
use them.
a lot of movement.
Use them
but-
for the
I would-
Nether.
I don't know if this is just me, but it would be really cool if they released like a monorail system that you could hang upside down, maybe. Or
3D maneuver gear. In Minecraft, make it happen.
yeah,
grappling hooks, maybe, or ropes. That would
grappling
be...
hooks and ropes would be very nice.
That'd be awesome to have.
Zip lining would be preferable.
Yeah,
Or,
monorail
3D
even
maneuver
like
gear.
So the only use that I can see for the slime block being the
Block.
the slime block being the insane person that I am, is just making suicidal falls and aiming straight down and planting it under your feet so you don't die.
You can already do that with cobwebs.
And water.
Yeah.
Water too.
Well, I mean, there's a million things you can do it with, but that's
safe life.
the only thing I can see used for, except maybe like PvP arenas or whatever, but
Or maybe slime armor for when someone punches you, you just start flying around a room.
extra
If
bouncy,
somebody
yeah.
Can, if I can figure out how to fix
There's
my
Joe.
Minecraft recording issues, I have a safe fall design that I'd love to get out to the Reddit because I really like it. And I personally have always hated the water safe falls because...
They're a pain to get out of.
Yeah.
No.
Well, not those drop-thers,
I think
but
they're noisy, honestly.
yeah.
Maybe
New
you
volume
could use
sliders.
Fraps. Or Camtasia.
Terra,
Dog though.
or Joe, now that Joe's back, wherever the hell he went.
Yeah.
Joe, we were talking about your genital size while you were gone.
Ooh.
Don't we do that all the time?
We do.
Yeah, we do, but that's irrelevant.
Let's talk about what Joe said yesterday, if Nick remembers, or Walter.
What did Joe
What did I say
That
yesterday?
he's
You know,
he's a titan.
something that he borrowed.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Oh no.
What did I borrow?
We're not gonna go into that discussion.
We're gonna
Alright.
leave that one alone.
We're moving along.
We're gonna leave that alone.
Joe, did you have any comments about the stone variants that came out in the snapshot?
Love them.
Love them.
You would.
Are there any like
I'm kidding.
blocks that you might want to see? I want to see different colored sand, but that's me. Are there any other kind of
Well, we already
blocks
have
you
red
want to
sand.
see?
Some marbles.
Marble.
Terra
Yeah.
goes all fangirl.
Marbles and basalts. That's what I like to see.
Basalts?
That's exactly. Isn't that exactly what Terra just said?
Yeah.
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 Did she?
Yes.
In the chat.
Oh God.
Yes.
That's,
All
I
right.
didn't even read that. Okay.
Welcome to the party. Now, do you have any comments about slime blocks?
Slime blocks.
Besides the fact that they're buggy and unattractive.
They are extremely. I know they're not really nice. They're a nice novelty that'll wear off very, very quickly.
Terra, your
I'd
comments?
say I see my only use for them being is storage blocks for slime balls. That's the only use I see of them.
That is actually a really useful thing because when you get a slime farm, you get a ridiculous number of slime balls.
Yeah, like I don't.
Yeah.
Oh,
If I get a stack of slime balls, I almost never use them unless I'm doing piston designs. So I don't ever see the point in having storage for slime balls because I don't use them ever.
Wait, can you uncraft slime blocks?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
one thing I would really like to see would be an automatic crafting table that works with hoppers.
Yeah.
That would be interesting.
Or honestly, I want them to just add some functionality to the game where you can basically move a lot of the entity blocks around that we have. Like, if I could push dispensers around with pistons, that would be amazing.
I didn't know you couldn't push dispensers, huh? I don't work with dispensers, so.
Think about it. If you could push, dispensers around, you could honestly make a quite easy pump system.
Yeah, you could. So.
It would be nice. So
Yeah,
it'd
go.
be nice if they fix the end chest to hopper thing because it doesn't work. It can't take from the
Well, the
ender
things
chest.
Well, yeah,
Tara, the
That's
thing with that
intentional.
would be, it would have to be rendered per player, and it wouldn't be easy to figure out which player put the items in the hopper to go into the ender chest and whose ender chest it would be. So there
You
would
would
be a
have
lot
to come
of
up with some
complication.
kind of ender hopper that is whoever placed it, and it will pull out of their specific ender chest, and it would be
Because
just
it's-
bad.
the ender chest. I forget what mod it is, but in a lot of mod packs, they have the ender chest that works off of like dyed wool channels,
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
and that's probably what you're familiar to. But
Yeah, that's what they had the idea for. Were inspired by and talked with the mod author a bit because they always talk to the mod authors when they get inspired by a mod. The only reason Optifine hasn't been integrated is because they can't come to an agreement. I guess the authors of Optifine are kind of greedy and want money. But like, for the ender chest, they like, yeah, that's a really good idea. We like that, but it's way too overpowered because one person could monopolize all the channels, so to speak. Or you could basically hack someone's combination, things like that. And they wanted a kind of specific storage idea that wasn't too, overpowered. And if you could have 5 layers of ender chest, all you needed to carry around was like 3 different types of dye. That's 3 by 3. That's 9 different ender chests you could have just with one ender chest. That's 9 chests of storage. That's a bit overpowered.
Well, you can always do what the original mod authors did before some of the more recent updates. It used to be that those ender chests would only hold a 3 by 3 because of people doing that.
Yeah.
But then at that point, I think I'd prefer to have the current ender chest system.
Yeah. Plus, if you're...
Now, what would be a good idea is to take that entire system that they have and then add a special item to the game that sets the ender chest so that it's on a channel that only that specific person can access. So you have the best of both worlds.
Did you just?
He just... Anyway. So, that's discussion about ender chest, which had absolutely nothing to do with this, but...
That's what makes podcasts great, though. You can go off topic all the time.
So, Lapis. We all know it's coming.
Lapis. Well, actually, I have something relating to Lapis and villager trading. Certain villagers will sell Lapis now.
Will they?
Yes. The blacksmiths, I believe. One of the variants of blacksmith can sell Lapis. So it's not all
the
going
armorer.
to be lost with the enchanting.
The toolsmiths or the armorer, though?
I think it's the toolsmiths who will sell it.
Okay.
I like the repairing cost going down. That's nice.
Yeah, I like it a lot. It's much, much easier to keep your stuff then. Instead of
I think it's overpowered.
Well,
Wait. Powered.
It starts off really weak, but I think it gets exponential, but I'm not sure.
Well, no. There's a cap on it. Okay, so if I have a diamond pickaxe with Silk Touch, Efficiency 5, and Unbreaking 3, where it would have normally been impossible to repair, if I repair it while it has 1 durability left with another diamond pickaxe, the maximum amount it would ever cost is 13 levels.
Okay, and how about the second repair?
Same cost, 13 levels every time, absolute cap.
Alright, so that's either a bug or it needs to be done because that's way too easy, and that removes the point of anvils in the first place being used to, repair items, but you couldn't use the same item forever. So either that will be changed or it's going to be... Repairing costs can no longer be kept down by renaming items. Yeah.
Any rename on something that's not enchanted, be it a tool or an item, is now only 1 level.
Yeah, that's very, very nice. I know this is probably the unpopular opinion, but I like the idea that enchanting now takes something more than just levels, because, now you need more than a skelly grinder if you want to enchant things. You need more than an enderman farm.
Right.
I like that, because that was just... I always thought enchanting was like, okay, well, this is a nice thing and it's useful, but it's almost free. Like, once you get an enchanting table and some bookcases, you're set. Why should we have something that, takes so long to get and then is just absolutely free? I like that they need Lapis.
Saying. I like that they did it, but I don't feel that they're doing enough with it yet. I feel that they should make the system a lot more dependent and maybe have a multiple different material system, and different materials will yield different types of enchantments.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping. Like, if you want, let's say you want raw efficiency or sharpness or whatever, you can throw in, a diamond. But if you want, Silk Touch 1 or fucking Fortune 3, I need to stop swearing, you throw in an emerald or a couple pieces of gold or something like that.
Yeah.
Just something that adds a bit more depth to it instead of saying, oh yeah, here's some lapis. And lapis will give you a wide example of things, or the standard enchantment would require lapis, but specialized works require diamonds or emeralds or
I enjoy the fact that enchantments now will give you a preview of one of the enchantments that you are going to get. Because now, if you say it says it's sharpness, then you know you're not going to get Bane of Arthropods.
Yes. So there's another thing about that, and I'm sure I don't know if people have realized this yet. So if you know that your level 30 enchantment is going to give you sharpness, okay, if you know your level 30 enchantment is going to give you sharpness, you can then enchant something for 1 level. And most people don't realize that, or at least that's what I think, is that most people wouldn't realize, okay, well now I can see this is going to be a crap enchantment. I'll put 1 level in, go get another level, and see what I can do now.
Actually, and I think it was either
system?
B or C, they patched that now so that each different level set of enchantment has its own thing. So you would have to go and get like a stone sword and enchant it with level 30 to reset your level 30 enchantment.
Is it, like, enchanting a diamond sword gives you, Bane of Arthropods maybe, but enchanting a different diamond sword gives you a different one, or is it just stuck per item, regardless of...
Okay, it's per player is how it works.
Well, I know
Say your level in 30 enchantment is going to get you sharpness 3.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be sharpness 3, no matter what kind of sword you put in there for your level 30.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right
you
now.
enchant something with level 30.
Okay, that's what I was checking. But yeah, the enchantment seed is stored per player, as that says. And leveling up now takes longer. Huh, so they've rebalanced experience again.
I don't want to say balanced. All they did was it takes about an extra 300 XP to get to level 30.
But that's not even like a...
Enderman probably still get to level 30 in about less than a minute.
Yeah, like, that's still tiny.
Oh, I want to talk to you guys about something. I forget who designed this, but there is a design for a... Daniel has seen this. I have it on my single-player world, but it is a design for a mob counter that basically... If there are enough mobs to get you up to level 29 inside of the machine, it will block off the input and turn on a light, letting you know that if you kill everything in there, you're gonna get level 30.
I would really like that implemented as soon as possible, please.
Oh, it's not. No, it's a. I'll put it in the Skelly farm if you want. It's just.
Oh yes, that's very nice because, well, really, that's kind of a lag thing for everybody. So.
But I'm going to talk about something real quick. If you guys haven't seen yet, I have finished the skeleton farm.
Oh.
And it looks beautiful.
All right, well, we'll go check
and
that out.
Can vouch.
It's very purple.
It's nice. Saints Row all the way.
Yeah.
Oh, and if nobody minds, I'm going to add my second account to the whitelist so that I can get into spawn and work with you guys without having to walk there. If you know what I'm saying, just like a utility thing.
A camera account.
But yeah, it's also a camera account. I originally used it for griefing people, but those days are gone.
I had a question about the enchanting.
Yeah.
Is it kind of like a codex thing where you can remember enchantments that you've done?
No.
No.
I think that would be nice, though.
It's still absolutely random which enchantment you're going to get. But say that you put in a sword and you're going to enchant it with level 30, but you see that it's immediately going to give you Bane of Arthropods.
Which, by the way, is the most amazing enchantment ever. Okay, continue.
You cannot escape the fact that your next level 30 enchantment on a sword is going to give you Bane of Arthropods. Unless you enchant either a tool with level 30 or something else, like a different sword with level 30 so you don't waste your diamond sword.
Right.
It's not like before where you can just... Okay, the enchantment levels you get are consistent now. When you have a fully set up enchantment table with all the bookshelves, you'll either be able to do, I think it's an 8, a 13, and a 30. And each one of those, it'll tell you one enchantment that you're going to get. And once you enchant something at 8, the 8 enchantment will reset. Once you enchant something at 13, the 13 enchantment will reset. And the same goes for 30.
Okay, that's cool. I like that.
I saw it in Seth Bling's video on the snapshot, but if you were going to get a level 30 sword enchantment you didn't like, you could enchant a pick at level 30, and it stored it per high level enchantment. 3 lapis had its own seed, 2 lapis had its own seed, 1 lapis had its own seed. So will it still carry over, if I enchant my 3 lapis channel on a pick, will I then get a different enchantment on the sword as well? Do you know?
Yes, it's all about the channeling of the levels,
Okay.
not what tool you're putting in.
Okay,
If you
so
do a
it's
level 30 enchantment, your level 30s will re-randomize. 18,
Okay,
13, whatever, they'll re-randomize.
that still gives you, like, you have 4 pieces of armor, 3 different tools you can enchant, because hose, a bow, and a sword. So that's like 10 different items you can enchant. So, I mean, it's not like you're going to always get screwed over by that. So,
Well, I don't know when they added this, but you can enchant a flint and steel with Unbreaking now.
well, that seems, well, okay, I can understand that. Or you can enchant
And then-
shears with a book, which is kind of fun.
Another slightly more hidden feature that I want to get out here before I forget mentioning it
Yeah.
is now you can force baby animals to grow up.
Oh, by
quite
feeding
quickly.
them? I assume?
Yes, you feed them their species-specific item, and they kind of get the green
Cannibalism?
particles, and they can grow up in 1 to 2
Yes.
minutes that way.
You feed the baby cows the meat of their parents.
No. They're species-specific item, meaning like for pigs it's carrots, for chickens it's seeds.
Oh, okay. I didn't quite understand that. I thought you meant you have to like feed a baby cow beef and then it grows up.
Oh, that would be so messed up.
Joe, Terra.
2 more features I'd like to talk about.
Alright,
the locking chests and the world.
One sec,
difficulty
one sec.
locking.
We'll get to those. Just let us get around the circle. Joe, do you have any comments about enchanting? Any questions? Are you here? He is not.
course he's
Terra?
Not here.
Terra, are you still here? You seem to be the only one consistently
Yeah, I'm
here.
here. Yeah, I like it. I like it.
All right. Any questions that maybe Walter can answer?
Not really. I've had a look at it myself, and it's, once you get used to it, it's easy enough to figure out.
Nah, it seems like a vast improvement over what we had. Okay, now we're just going down the list here. Improved doors. They now stack to 64, which is so much better than anything.
I think they should have stacked them to 16, but
And just to irk Daniel a little bit, we're going to go into adventure mode. Who thinks this is the best thing ever?
I do.
me, very much so.
We now no longer now we can basically do survival games and Hunger Games using command blocks, which means you can have a Hunger Games world in a survival world.
Legend of Zelda. What?
What? Yes. You
Okay.
can have a Zelda world
I
in
am
a regular survival world.
super excited about all the changes that they just did to command blocks. You can now go in and edit the raw NBT data of a block or an entity that's already placed down in the world.
I know.
You don't have to do them at spawn time anymore.
It's so great.
And like Daniel mentioned, with the new locked chest tag, you can lock and unlock chests via command blocks just by changing the NBT tags of an already placed thing.
Yes.
Currently, however, and this is kind of depressing, even though you can change the NBT tags, you can't seem to edit an inventory, but you can replace an inventory with new items in it.
Yeah, I saw that. That was interesting. So, if you didn't know, the locked containers can only be opened while holding an item renamed to the given string. An item is not removed on use. So you can, like, if we wanted to or whatever, I don't think we should do this because command blocks, but we could lock our chests and then use keys, or have like an item, like a scavenger hunt kind of thing, where we put a random chest or a random item somewhere, and whoever finds the item first gets to open the chest at spawn or whatever.
I actually had something kind of planned like that, and
Oh, cool.
I guess I'll spill the beans on it. I
Yeah.
was planning to put together a nice little map for all of us, in which it would kind of be a cross between kind of like survival games and a scavenger hunt at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
But instead of there just being gear scattered around in random chests, each player spawns with a random key, which corresponds to some random chest on the map, which could either contain a key, an item that would stack up, I'll explain that later, to get you closer to winning, or a weapon. Basically, the items I was talking about are little items that are used as a score counter. If you kill a player, you can take all of their weapons, keys, and
Score.
any of the point items that they found, And to get the point items safely to count for your team or individual for yourself, you have to take them all the way back to the center of the map and put them in a chest for yourself.
Yeah. So also, that means center of the map camping to kill people who have score that they're trying to drop in.
Yep. I think there would be something I'd kind of try and find a way to avoid that.
Yeah. Okay, so Daniel, what do you have to say about locking chests and locking difficulty, which we're going to do?
Locking chests, I honestly think that should be a survival feature because, like, there's always going to be those times where, like, oh, you're on a server and you make a shop for something and, you know, you want your money to be safe so people can't access it except for you. That's kind of what my opinion on that would be.
So your neighborhood
nice
E-man
to have in
doesn't
survival.
take your cookies and all.
Your cookies and your watermelons, your high dollar items. I understand what you're saying
name
here.
a chest or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, like if
Kind
you...
of like the Thaumcraft items where you can make the awarded chests and then make keys to let other people open them.
Here's an idea.
Walter. 100 chests.
Hold on. Not to interrupt you here, but what they could do is they could take the chests, like when you rename them, chests are specific, so that when you place them, it edits their named NBT tag, and only you know the name of that chest. So, because if you break the chest, it removes the lock, but you can't break a chest without an item named with the lock. So, like, if you named a stick, key 1, and you named a chest, key 1, then when you place the chest, it gets the NBT tag key 1, and you can't break it with something like an iron axe or TNT or something like that. And you'd only be able to tear it apart with the wooden stick named key 1, or open it with a stick named key 1.
Did you see the sticks that Nick and I put at spawn?
I did not.
That's a secret. That is an Easter egg. I'm not going to disclose.
It must be known.
They're. I was going to give you a hint. They're at spawn in item frames. You'll be able to find them, and I think several. I forget who knows.
I know.
I didn't know what they were.
Yeah, no one goes up there to read their names, but
I'm currently up
Okay.
there, actually. I'm actually, right as we speak, standing there reading them. Should I read it out?
don't read the actual names, please.
Why not?
Okay. Whatever you want, Joe. Whatever you want.
Okay, so basically, on one of the towers, there's the name
On both
of
towers.
Nate's beloved, and on the other tower, there's the name of Daniel's beloved,
Aww.
which is
As far as
adorable.
they need to know.
Right. You guys don't need
You
to.
did hear Gale puking in the background.
No, but Terra, you're probably just gonna log in to go see that.
Oh, she just did.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I thought we were
Oh,
over
the-
this
oh,
joke.
Gale's the most
Ooh.
asexual.
I've already seen them, but
You never went up and checked.
There's something large and grey out the back of my pub.
That's Chicago the bouncer. I hired him for you.
Oh, it's Terra's. Oh, this is cool.
confusing.
I can. It's quite large.
Confusing.
Okay.
You
Anyway,
have
back on topic. What are you guys
not
talking about?
All right,
How
so...
you keep going missing for no discernible reason.
Yes, and how we've covered all this stuff, and you've just randomly disappeared and left us alone in
And
this
then
podcast.
reappeared.
Yeah. Like, even though you were like...
Oh, yeah,
one of
so guys,
yeah,
server announcement.
shoot.
Walter is starting up this new series. It's called Angry Gamer Rants with Walter.
No.
Basically, he's going to find
that
whatever he
preview-
doesn't like about a game.
preview of him yelling right there is exactly how the series is going to be like.
Is that
Why would
the
you
intro?
guys even
No,
do this to
no,
me?
no,
see,
no.
see, there we go. That's some character for you.
I hate all of you.
Exactly.
Okay. So that falls into plans on server. So what other plans do we have besides Walter's new series, Angry Gamer Rants?
Angry Birds.
I
Me
have
stabbing
two
all of you.
I have 2 series planned.
Hey, no. I'm going to do that.
Okay. Daniel,
About that?
please.
Okay, so one of my series, Nick's seen my house, my realistic houses that I've built in Minecraft, because I build realistic houses on kind of a Minecraft scale, even though they're kind of like a real life interior design and architecture. So I'm going to be doing like a build academy. That's the first series I planned, and I announced that in my LP. And my second series, I actually plan to do a survival series in adventure mode, and probably in hardcore mode, similar to what we did on that one map, if you remember that,
Yeah.
where we were all freaking out and then blowing up creepers to get wood from trees.
Yes.
That devolved very quickly.
Yeah, that's what I have to say.
Alright.
So let's talk about world difficulty locking. I think that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I think the idea that they can now stick a permanent world lock or difficulty lock onto custom maps and stuff is a great idea. As well as, you can do it to your own maps if you wanted to have... Like, hardcore was always an option, but now you can have normal core.
One suggestion that I don't think we can do it because the world's already been created, but I don't know if you can do that to the server world, but I don't think I would want that just in case entities get, mobs and
That's
stuff.
why MC Edit exists.
Well, yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
But if the entity cap gets insane and,
Well, the thing is, it's nice for people that do LPs. Like, if
Right.
you remember, do you guys watch Etho's LP?
Occasionally.
Occasionally.
I don't know if you saw that one episode, but he captured a supercharged creeper, and then a couple episodes later, it was gone because he accidentally logged in on Peaceful. And it's kind of a waste of a name tag because you accidentally log in on Peaceful, but the world's always on hard. It's kind of annoying.
Yeah.
And my LP, I always play in hard mode, but there's the occasional times where you go into a creative world and you switch to peaceful because you don't want slime spawning.
Yeah.
So,
Even then, when I'm in creative, I've been working a lot with natural terrain and stuff when I work on my creative stuff. I thought about uploading videos to YouTube, but I don't have anything interesting to say, and I mostly just mumble to myself out loud while I build things. Or when I do animation or things like that, I put one song on loop for hours on end and just go, but while mumbling to myself. So, it's horrible to record, but normally what I'll do is the first thing I'll do when I'm building stuff is I'll set up a real quick redstone clock and turn off output to the console, and just put a timer on loop that just every 30 seconds or so will swap it back to time 1000 or whatever.
Well, you can turn off daylight changing
Yeah, that
now,
too. So I never have to worry about mobs, and I almost never play with on that flat world level with slimes. So, but yeah, it's always nice to have that option to lock the difficulty and prevent logging onto a world with peaceful.
I think it's like one of the greatest features they've added in a while.
Yeah, it's nice. It's one of those things that probably should have been there from the beginning. We also need more spawn generation options, to be honest, because
Yeah.
what if I want a desert world or something like that? Yeah, you can do the world options, but
Yeah, that's one
only
thing I
works
was
for
hoping
a
they would
point.
add. To generate an entire world that's just one biome. That would be awesome. Because I really like the way taigas look. Like a regular taiga without any snow or anything. It looks pretty cool.
yeah.
And, I have a map on that. That would be pretty cool. And you wouldn't have to go into World Painter or anything.
Something that would be nice, though, is, if you could have, island-based generation. I know this sounds weird, but, let's say you have a 10 by 10 chunk island of a specific biome, and then it separates all the other biomes, and they're only on a maximum of 10 by 10 chunks until they reach an ocean or an edge biome, where they have to switch to an ocean biome for at least, a medium or small ocean before they can generate another biome island. I think that would be kind of an interesting thing.
How can biomes be real if our eyes aren't real?
Topical. All right, so maybe some people say some things that aren't entirely intelligent.
I could start singing Caramel Dancing again.
Well,
I'm happy for that one.
Okay, so has anybody been playing anything else lately?
Do we have to have been recording it to mention it?
No, just games.
I've been
playing
playing Smite recently. Been enjoying it.
What is Smite? Because as far as I know, that's a MOBA.
Yeah, Smite is kind of a MOBA that does things a little bit differently. Instead of the standard downwards annoying isometric view that's come to have me hate most MOBAs, mine is 400 subscribers I don't have, it kind of does it in a third-person view, and it's really nice.
Magica Wizard Wars for the win. What? Okay, so you
I haven't tried it out yet.
Oh my god. If you like Magica, you'll love Wizard Wars. And it's possibly one of the best MOBAs I've ever played because, well, it's... You have your magic, and that's it. You're done. And there's...
It's Magica.
Yeah, it's Magica. But other than that, you know, it's just a MOBA. So it's great for a few hours of really intense 5600 DPI mouse gaming. But other than that, you know, it's Magica Wizard Wars. I haven't played it in a while because I need better internet, and I should have that within the week. So, Nick, have you been playing anything else?
Well, me and Walter have been playing a lot of Cinema 4D together.
Playing Cinema 4D.
It's pretty much the equivalent of it. Because
we've been kind of just learning Cinema 4D, and we end up just kind of goofing around a little bit. And
Now, if I'm wrong, Cinema 4D is a video editing program.
it's a 3D modeling
Okay.
program.
it does 3D modeling and animation and physics interaction.
Okay, so it's Blender.
No.
It's Blender
sort of
on
like Blender.
steroids times 7.
Daniel accidentally, Walter accidentally made, okay, so he made a character and he said, oh, I can make a skirt with this cloth tag. And he makes it, and what happens is he set the wind to a Y value, and what ended up happening was that it went all Japan upskirt style activate, and...
Oh, no, it's worse than he's making it out to be. The skirt, stretched the cloth material, and my computer immediately defaulted to getting me, 2 FPS.
stretched around her head, too, pretty much.
It was bad.
Okay. Anything else? Like actual games?
Well, okay, so Walter just got me on Tribes Ascend, which, to be honest, is it's probably the best shooter, if anything. If it could even be classified like that.
Tribes Ascend is a beautiful game.
Alright, so Tribes Ascend and Cinema 4D. That it?
Well, I guess, should I go in depth about Tribes Ascend, or does everyone know about it?
Well, I mean, I've never played it, but everybody knows about Tribes Ascend. We can cover that later, I suppose, if you really want to.
Do we?
Okay, so I guess no other games, really. I haven't...
Alright, Daniel?
Like I said, I've been playing nothing but Starbound lately. I just can't put it down, and
And he's had, a lot of personal things. Lately.
yeah.
Can't,
Yeah.
we're not gonna...
Starbound though, holy crap, that game is just amazing. It's so hard to stop playing it because you can do so many things. It's just so fun to travel on different planets, and then you want to explore those planets, and then you want to explore more planets, and then you're just sitting there for the rest of your life, sitting in your chair, lifeless, playing Starbound, eating Cheetos.
Cheetos.
But I thought it was cheese, ramen or whatever you were eating.
Yes. Cheese ramen. Oh man.
I think that's a rabbit hole we don't really want to go down. Joe?
He's gone again! Oh, no, he's not.
No, I'm here. What am I doing?
What games have you been playing besides Minecraft, if any?
Okay, Minecraft. I've been messing about with Skyrim. I've been farting around with a bit of Starbound. I like it more than Terraria, a lot more than Terraria. It's much more fun. I've been playing Trials Evolution. That's ridiculous. It's an enraging game. It made me scream. Ask Nick in Terra.
Ascend is so much better than Evolution, just saying.
Wait, isn't Evolution a soccer game?
Trials, not Tribes. No, Trials, not Tribes.
Oh, Trials Evolution.
Trials.
See, Tribes is a series that's been going on for a while, and they have a title called Evolution.
Ah.
Well, that's what I've been playing. I've been playing quite a few other things. I've been playing a bit of Counter-Strike, CSGO even.
I've been playing a lot of Happy Wheels and Facebook games.
No. No, you haven't. You're dead to us. Goodbye.
You would.
Anything else, Joe?
Not really.
Terra?
She's been playing Basement
the
Collection.
last detail I've done Basic, which is a bunch of games, well, a bunch of prototype games from the developers of Super Meat Boy, Binding Isaac, and they give you about 7 games, 6 more after you beat those games, and the soundtrack to 2 of the games as well. And then it only cost about €3, so it was pretty cool.
Alright, so you've been playing indie games. Wonderful.
Yeah, is there any animation series that you're gonna come out with soon, maybe?
Yeah, as soon as I stop working so much and like trying to get Minecraft stuff done, like I have the big project in Minecraft and just like the 13 seconds of animation I have, drawing the frames for that is just so ridiculous. I've been looking for an easier way to animate things, but it's just not gonna happen. I have to hand draw that shit. And so I just need to find a chunk of time where I'm not doing anything and just sit down and do it for a while, because the few times I've did it, I've put about 14 hours into that, and just getting that much, it's been in like 3-4 hour spurts and whatnot. So I just need a bit of time where I don't have to go to work or anything. But because we're going into a slow season, I'm going to start having like 3 days off a week and stuff. So I'll devote an entire day to listening to one song for 18 hours at a time.
Well, that's a good choice for that.
Well, I mean, I've got the Metal Gear Rising OST and the new Five Finger Death Punch album, so I've got plenty to do there. But
dude, Ninja Sex Party while you're doing that, man. It's can't go wrong.
There you go. As far as games that I've been playing, Metal Gear Rising, and it's the best. It's the best.
Gail, I found someone on YouTube with your same profile picture. I don't know how much you want me to kill him, but
Oh, but I stole it from 4chan, so
I'm just
yeah.
thought I'd let you know that someone else did the same thing.
Oh yeah, that's
Good
fine.
question.
They're probably calling what?
Nick, which Cinema 4D do you use? Which one of them?
13.
No, the Studio Visualize Broadcasting Prime. Which one do you use?
Studio.
Okay, thank you.
If you guys haven't seen Metal Gear Rising, I'd recommend going and watching a Chip Cheesem Let's Play, because Chip Cheesem is the best. They are the amazing. But it like after watching it, I watched like 3/4 of the game on his LP, and I was like, yes, I have to buy this. And especially with a PC release, it's just so awesome. You guys got to play it sometime. As far as other games I've been playing, like I said, I've been working a lot, so I haven't really played anything besides Minecraft and that. I haven't even worked on Starbound, or played Starbound in a while. Because projects. And that pretty much covers what I've been playing and what you guys have been playing, so...
Are there any more topics we need to discuss in this podcast?
Anybody have anything they want to bring to the front of the conversation? I hear radio silence. That's never good.
I guess we're good then.
All right then.
Weather's nice.
Yeah.
Great episode.
I'd say that's
Shut
a
up,
good
Joe.
3 hours of podcasting.
Yeah, not too bad.
Well, here in Ireland, we managed to make 20-minute conversations out of using the weather. Like, it doesn't have to stay with the weather, but that's generally a great conversation starter. Ask Terra.
Okay, well.
All right, well, that was that. So let's go around and give. Shut up, Joe. Okay, so let's go around and give everybody our channels. Nick, where can we find you?
You can find me if you look up WolfoxGaming on YouTube. You should be able to find me.
So www.youtube.com/WolfoxGaming.
Nope, because YouTube decided to give me an insanely long number, so I'm not going to say that.
Okay, well then, just Google WolfoxGaming. Walter?
If you just look for my general username and everything, you should be able to find me with looking for ProGig01 because I had to make alternate YouTube crap.
Okay. Daniel?
You can find me at youtube.com/ZeroHour66, or you can just Google that or YouTube it or whatever you want to do.
All right. Joe?
You can find me at www.youtube.com/RefysLP, and you can just Google me if you want.
Now, how do you spell Refys?
REFYS.
REFYS, because that was a little muddled, because you're Irish, and therefore less of a person than the rest of us.
That's
Terra!
fucking racist. That's racist.
Terra, where can we find you?
I should throw potatoes at you.
Because that's all you own. Oh, what?
That's so left racist.
Okay, so Terra, where can we find you?
TN Gaming on the YouTube channel, and other links will be up very shortly, possibly in the next podcast.
Okay. And Nick, you have several Pornhub accounts. What were those again?
Those were a pure result of Walter Q. Leonard Jr., which that is his exact name. Please look him up.
Calem was doing it too. Calem did more than I did.
Okay.
Calem's not
I did too.
All right, does anybody have a Twitter channel they want to plug?
I do have a Twitter channel, but it is very low traffic right now, so it's twitter.com/wolfox17. You should be able to find me channel there.
Okay.
On Twitter, mine on my channel, on my About page.
All right, let me just make sure I have the correct freaking YouTube link for
my
me.
Twitter is just @khaki_plain. Khaki as in the color, plain.
All right, so if you wish to follow me on the YouTubes, I am Gale Harvest VG, just youtube.com/that. Stands for Gale Harvest Video Games. I upload weird things like the Shingeki no Bacon, some previews of the animation that I'm doing, and weird DubHub things. Other than that, I'm pretty much inactive, and you can find me at Twitter. Hold on, let me make sure I got this right. Twitter.com/. Yes, okay.
Really loud typing noises.
All right, so you can find me at www.twitter.com/thefrostyfucker.
Why am I no one surprised.
This is a joke Twitter account that I made for no reason. and oops, I had a slash in there. Just so you guys know how to spell that, that's that. Don't actually go there. Most of the tweeting I do is at Gale Harvest, always, because brand unification across the board. I don't actually tweet anything interesting, but that's where I'm at. And I mostly tweet Total Biscuit and Dinnerbone, so if you want to read me trying to get my message across to Dinnerbone, you can read that, but I have other things in there, maybe, occasionally. Wow, I have a lot of tweets.
Frosty.
Anyway, that was a joke because a friend of mine liked to compare me to Jack Frost in the Rise of the Guardians movie. But, so...
You do look like him.
Oh, shut up.
You do. You have the same hair as him.
Well, it's not white anymore, but anyway. It was actually more of a personality thing because I don't take anything seriously. But, alright, so that would be the DubHub podcast. Thank you for tuning in, and cue the music. Does anybody have music?
Nope.
I have We Didn't Start the Fire by Billy Joel.
Alright, well, I guess that'll have to work. Everybody, are we signing off?
Goodbye, everyone, and caramel dancing. Don't tell it, or it's the side of us.
Stop it now! Kill it! Kill it before it breeds.